here. I'm so excited to be back. I've been MIA, but for good reasons. I had money to make, I had moves to make, I had things to do. But baby girl is back on camera. I hope you guys are doing great. Like virtual hug. Come in, come in, come in. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all, I did this hair look for you. Can you just go ahead and smack me with a like real quick? Just go ahead and put a like on this video real quick for the one time. Just tell y'all, I've been whitening my teeth a bit more lately and I am not mad at it, okay? Like this smile is giving me 10,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? Take your time and take your time. Take some time out to whiten your teeth, because I know a few of us be drinking, you know, alcohol, coffee, iced coffee, you know, whatever else that can be causing your teeth to change colors. Take the time out to take care of your teeth, because we only get one set of these. We're here to talk about this hairstyle. A lot of you have been actually requesting this hairstyle from me, but we've been on the same page, sis, because this was on my to-do list. Like, I had like a little notebook, written down all of my content ideas, what am I talking about? I wrote down all of my like new content ideas in that notebook, and that was like on the top of my list in my hair category section, you know what I'm saying, because I'm professional and I like to write things down. But no, seriously, like I already wrote it down, and I'm just so glad that you guys were excited to see how to do this look as well. You know, I'm sure there's 155 videos of this on the internet, but it's nothing like me doing a slick hair tutorial for y'all, because y'all know I be coming through with the hot fire and making it look really, really simple for the girls who have enough confidence to want to sit down in front of a mirror and do it, okay? Because once upon a time, I was that girl. Like, I wanted to learn how to do this, that, and the third. So I'm basically showing you guys how to get this slick ponytail with this twin fringe. So if you guys are interested to see how I got this look, please continue to watch. The star of the show that's making it look so luscious and phenomenal is Nadula Hair. I actually work with Nadula Hair for a very, very long time now. I think I've been working with Nadula Hair since like, I want to say 2015, 2016. This is their Brazilian body wave, and it's a natural state, sis. I didn't do anything. I didn't curl nothing. I didn't do anything to it, okay? I pressed it out so you guys can see how well this hair straightens, because it's pressed out with a little flippiana towards the end. Just a little natural beach wave ting going on in the fringe. But you guys now know that it does have a beautiful straighten situation as well. If you guys are interested to see how I got this look, please stay tuned, and don't forget to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you are notified when I upload another video. All the products that I use will be listed in the description box below, so don't get razzled and frazzled, okay? I love you guys, and if you guys are interested, please continue to watch. Bye. So I'm gonna go in with some water, because my hair is dry right now. It was actually underneath a wig, and now I'm looking like Shaka. And I'm gonna use the water to basically get my hair back to its wet state, because the only part that I want to put heat on is the front half, because I'm doing like the little fringy bang situation. So after that, I'm gonna use my curling cream just to add a little bit of moisture, and my Eco Styling Gel to get my sleek look that I love having, and just a little bit of oil just to get that shine. This is my hard brush, this is my medium brush, this is my Demon brush. Recently bought me a soft brush, and this is just to tame all of those flyaways. Now, if you suck at parting your hair, listen closely. Make sure you screenshot this comb. So this comb right here is going to be your best friend if you suck at parting your hair, I promise you, because I'm trash at parting my hair, but this comb makes it so much easier. So if you see something like this in your local beauty supply store, definitely pick it up, or I'm sure it's probably sold at Sally's Beauty Supply store too. I also have a hair toothbrush just to get the baby hairs popping, just in case if I want that look, because I'm not sure if I want that look or not. I also have my flat iron over here and my hair dryer. So I know y'all probably like, okay sis, where's the inches? Where's the inches? Because your inches need inches, okay? So I have my Nadula bundles. They're going to be starring in this video. Shout out to Nadula for sponsoring this video. They be making sure the kid is straight. I actually love Nadula hair. They have beautiful curly hair, beautiful deep body wave hair, or what is it called? Deep wave hair, not deep body wave hair. They have beautiful deep wave hair, beautiful curly hair, and I can always count on their body wave bundles to be popping, A1 steak one. So I'm using their body wave Brazilian bundles today. I have two 20 inches, a 22 inch, and a frontal from them. I don't want to use the frontal today, so I'm just going to set this aside for a rainy day, but their frontals are always really good. Guys, I have two super stretchy, scrunchy hair ties on my wrist just to prepare for the sleek ponytail look. So I'm going to start off by spraying my hair with water. And this is just because my hair is dry. So I was supposed to do this on freshly washed hair, so I don't have to do all of this, but it's fine. It's fine, don't even trip, sis. Am I ashy on the elbows? Well, I'm basically kind of like giving me like a square in the front of my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the section that I sectioned off away and work on slicking my hair up into a ponytail. Using my Eco Styling Gel, I use the olive oil Eco Styling Gel. This is the one that I actually adore. It just makes my hair do exactly what I need it to do, especially when it comes to slicking my hair up. I said I was gonna put the leave-in conditioner in there, but I don't have time, y'all. Making sure I get the nape of my neck. And the sides. So going in with my dimming brush first, because this is the easiest. This brush right here makes it a lot easier for me to detangle my hair. Right here is fine, because I don't want it too high, but obviously I wanted people to know that I still have a ponytail in my head. So, shout out to my hair growing. I have been putting a lot of oils, juices and berries, rice water in my hair to help grow it out. Why does this brush feel softer than I thought it was? So now that that is out of the way, so now I'm going to just make sure this part is how I still want it to be. So the hair is going to go towards the sides, so I feel like I still have a lot of hair out, y'all. Alright, so I'm putting all of this back into my ponytail because this is just way too much hair. So I'm going to just take that. And I'm going to take that. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to attach some braiding hair to my hair. I'm trying to see if I want to do it. Like, I really don't feel like doing that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, so I went off camera and just added some inches to my inches. And I'm about to just cut close to the rubber band as possible. Make sure I don't have any hair in here. And I had to do that off the camera because if I didn't, I wouldn't have done it and I would have just been pissed about this whole hairstyle because it wouldn't have turned out how I wanted it to turn out. So I'm gonna go in with obviously the 22 inch because that is the longest length. And well, actually, I'm gonna go in with the 20 inch because I'm gonna probably eventually make a wig with this hair. And I really don't want the hair extremely long, but this technique kind of like gives you extra inches just because you're starting with a longer base. And I'm just gonna wrap it around the braided ponytail. And that's about it. This is a joke. This little knapsack hanging from my freaking forehead. But here's their bundles. No weird smell, just that typical weave smell, but nothing like corn chips or anything like that. You remember when hair used to smell like corn chips? Girl, no. So what I'm gonna do is, obviously you've probably seen this technique 1,000,001 times on my channel, so I'm just wrapping this around the bottom half of my braid, taking a rubber band to basically secure it. And it can be really challenging if you like make it challenging, so just try not to think about it while you're doing it and just do it like you would a regular ponytail. So just make sure when you start wrapping it around, it's in the direction that the hair actually wants to go in. Don't force it in another direction, because then that's when it's going to look crazy. So I'm going to start wrapping, and as you see, my braid is pretty short, and this bundle is pretty short as well. It's 20 inches, but it's super full because it's 20 inches. The shorter the bundle, the more density you're going to have. The longer you're going to need more bundles, because the less dense their hair will be. That's how they get their coins, sis. It's not going to unravel on you, but not too tight that it's just giving you a whole different hair look. You know what I'm saying? The reason I like doing this ponytail technique is because it allows your band to look way more realistic than it would if you just wrapped it around the base of your actual ponytail without adding the braiding hair and starting from the bottom and moving up. That's why I actually take the extra steps to do this, because I actually do prefer having a band when I'm going for ponytail looks. But if I'm not going for a band, then I'll just wrap it around the base of my ponytail. I don't mind. Alright, so you just want to secure it. Don't mind the braiding hair looking a little crazy. I'm going to get that together in a hot second. So we just need to make sure it's looking realistic. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm sure you're probably like, you're gonna ask me like, how do you apply the second bundle? You do the same thing, girl, but you're just going to act like this part that doesn't have any of the wefts wrapped around it, you're gonna act as if that is your base. So I'm going to start wrapping this little piece of hair around as if it was my base. And then what I'm going to do is wrap it right here so it can stay, and then take the weft and start wrapping around the braid again. It's really not rocket science, but I know doing your own hair can be just irritating, but I feel like that's when you get the most creative, because 9 times out of 10, when you were doing your hair, it was because you didn't want to go and pay to get your hair done. So you had to be creative at home. The top part is like the most important part, so take your time. Don't rush. All right. So I'm just wrapping whatever was left that was holding the weft together around the base again. And now what I'm going to do, and what I'm going to do now is just brush out the hair going in the direction that I want it to go in, which is obviously down. Some of you guys feel like how smooth your hair looks makes your ponytail look, but I can go back and fix the smoothness of my hair at the end. But once you wrap this bang around, it's literally like you feel like it's just set in stone, because once you keep redoing it, adding hairspray, going back in, going back and forth with it, it can look really stiff and nasty and weird. So I try to stay away from hairspray, and I like using the Eco Styling Gel for this part, but it's still trial and error, okay? But sometimes it still can go wrong. So I'm just going to just smooth as I go with my brush. Oh, today's a good day, y'all. It's not that difficult as you see. All right, it's a good band day, period, poo. The ponytail gods is like, I'm gonna give you a break since you really haven't been doing this a lot. All right, so I just like to bend my little ponytail braid because sometimes she be trying me. So there she is. And then you can go in with like your hairspray. But once again, I just feel like sometimes the hairspray just makes it look forced. I think Marco is trying to get up here. He's like, let me up here right now. All right, so now time to work on the important part. So I'm going to, okay y'all, it's gonna be cute. I hope it's gonna be cute. Don't be negative. It's gonna be cute. Alright y'all, so I just went ahead and like blew this out just so it doesn't look so like Barbie doll-ish. And not meaning like the hair looks Barbie doll-ish, but like, you know what I mean. Just when it just looks like fresh hair. I don't like that look. Alright, so I'm so thankful that I was smart enough to realize I had so much hair freaking out, and I put some back because that would have been a hot mess. Just to make sure this is parted down the middle. So like, alright, I feel like that's down the center. That's gonna be good enough for me. I'm gonna take whatever is left from this 20-inch and I'm going to just put this in this area with a little bit of glue just so I can get the thickness. Probably maybe like 2 strips only, definitely 2 strips only, but I'm thinking about I could get away with like maybe 1. Because my hair is not super thick, so there's no reason for me to pretend like it is, and then it's just going to be difficult for me to hide it. but I think I can still fit at least like 2 in here. So I'm thinking about mainly putting it back here, and then I might part it one more time and just lay one up in there somewhere, but you're gonna see what I end up doing. So I just have to measure it out so I know where I'm placing it. And I don't want it to be super long. I kind of want it to be short. Just if I do comb it, it's not going to slide out. I'm going to plug in my flat iron and press this out before applying it on my head, because I don't want to do too much pulling and tugging with the flat iron. And I want to make sure I get it all the way up to the root, because usually your root does do like this weird curvage thing, and then it's just hard for you to really press it out once it's on your head. And then it might pull out all the way, and then you have to apply more glue, and obviously we just don't have time for any of that. Okay, this is supposed to be a quick process, so just make it easier for yourself by doing the extra steps. And I'm definitely going to be cutting this. I'm not going to leave it 20 inches. But once again, this is going to be preference. Enough to cover the whole weft, but don't get sloppy. Try to be really neat with this process. Place it right in that scalp area. My camera died in the midst of me doing that, but y'all just see me just blow dry it. And what I'm going to do now is just measure out where I want to put this second track. Thanks, Blanco. He kind of helped pull the track where I needed him to help me pull. Same exact thing to the other side, but I'm going to do it off camera so I don't have the pressure to be doing all of this on camera anymore. Because trust me, it's that part definitely helps the struggle for sure. Alright guys, so I'm gonna fix like the little bump and the hump and smooth everything down with some edge control, but I just cut into it so it can look more natural. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the side. So I will be back when she is completed, honey. Okay? Give you a little swirl, a little twirl. I'm actually going to comb out the fringe a bit just because I feel like they're pretty harsh. Not this side so much, but more of this side. It's giving me like your mom back in the day kind of vibes when the flipped hair thing was a thing. I really just want some relaxed curls. You guys know I'm really just an effortless girl nowadays when it comes to curling my hair. But yeah, so this is how it came out. I really love it. Like, I freaking love this style. I'm so glad I was able to get it on camera for you guys, because I was like this close to doing it off of camera, and I would have regretted so bad because I would have had to do it again. And what if it didn't come out as good as it did this time? You know what I'm saying? But the quality of Nadula hair is a freaking one. Like, look at how beautiful this body wave hair is. I did nothing to it. This is exactly how it is, straight out of the pack. And well, you just see me actually like run the blow dryer in it just a little bit so it can knock off of those, just so it can knock out some of those like extreme curls or waves that it had in the beginning. But everything else, basically this is how it came. So I'm so glad that I went with my first intuition. I need to put some of that hair back into that ponytail because I would have been out here looking crazy. I'm so glad to see that Nadula is definitely keeping up with their quality, because you know it's a new year. We're just making sure everybody is trying to stay on the same page, still providing the same quality, almost even better quality than last year's hair, because that's always important. A company that's investing in their business, putting back into their business, and making sure they're giving us nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for it. I definitely rate it a 10 out of a 10. But this is a 20-inch ponytail, and look at how bomb it looks. Like, what? Excuse me? I did that. Yes. Well, Nadula did that. I will leave Nadula information in the description box below if you guys are interested. If you love how it came out, please go ahead and smack me with a like real quick. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Turn on your post notifications if you haven't already. Join the West Coast Mob family. I would love to see you guys always coming back and tuning in to see what the kid got going on. You already know. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.